Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And outside the fish market, got a lot to talk about this morning about banking. Look at those crabs. I still have crabs, guys. I want to let you know that. And it's nice. They got some good stuff this morning. Sold out quick. So there's a real problem with banking. And here's the one thing that I've learned doing this. And that is, once they start talking about a problem and reminding people of it, it's too late. And they're talking right now about uninsured bank deposits. And all of a sudden there's all these stories about this, which should concern all of us. Like, subscribe, and Patriot Gold's a sponsor this morning. First things first, okay? Think about this. My investor buddy from Florida sends me this and says, hey, have you noticed that there's all these stories this morning about uninsured bank deposits and that they're concerned about bank runs? Now, think about this, guys. If 1% of the people out there went out and took their money out of the bank, 1%, 1 out of 100 took every dollar they had, it would create the biggest bank run ever. Now, right now, which how many of us have this problem? Uninsured deposits, okay? What that is if you have a bank account that has $250,000 or less, you're insured by the FDIC. They're gonna write you a check if the bank goes out of business, supposedly. Now, the problem with that is that, hey, there's a lot of businesses that have uninsured bank deposits right now. Well, wow, that's kind of wild. They have all that money. Think about this figure. $7,192 billion. A trillion, guys, has 12 zeros behind it, just so you know. I had someone write me and say, hey, Dan, when you use the word trillion, people need to understand that if they had $1 an hour, it would take 30,000 years to get $1 trillion. That's how big the number is. So the idea with this, guys, is that it's so much money that's out there that's unprotected. Now, you have big businesses and you've got companies that have more than 250 grand. You've got rich people that have more than 250 grand. Warren Buffett's got more than 250 grand in a bank. The problem with this is that what they're worried about is that the rich people are gonna pull their money out of the banks and it's gonna leave us peasants in the lurch right now. It's always nice to see this place when it's calm like this and the tide's out really far. And you know what's wild is the tide comes all the way in here. See this where the tracks are? They clean up the beach every night, get rid of the cigarette butts and the trash and things like that that's not supposed to be there, that people leave because they're degenerates and they don't take care of themselves and us. But anyways, there's that. All this money out there right now, guys, is a real concern. Now, one thing that people have asked me for time and again is, where should we put our money down? We can't put it under a mattress. And I found a bunch of great articles right now. And again, why are these articles coming out there right now? Why do you have all this talk about the strength, the amount of deposits? Now, I want you to think about something that is sickening, and that is, rich people take care of themselves. They don't, you know what I mean? They're more important than you and I. One thing that happened a year ago was when Silicon Valley Bank went down and First Republic, we had real problems with bank runs, and we had a problem with people going to get their deposits. And what they did was they calmed the masses real quickly. From being in the medical space and having medical conferences, Silicon Valley Bank would attend my events. They would attend other people's events. These guys were players in the med tech space. These guys were writing huge, amounts of venture capital money, loans to people. They were definitely in that. And what they encouraged were these startups to go to those banks. Now think about this. You're John, you're a startup, you raise, $2 million for your, biotech product. and you need a bank. Well, Silicon Valley Bank was the place to go. Now, when they went out of business, everybody that had more than $250,000 should have lost their money. Didn't happen. They let those people, and I was like, well, God, I was thinking of all the people I knew that had money in those banks, and I was like, wow, this is it. These people are out of business. They're done. And at first, that's what everybody thought. But I gotta read this word to you because it's so amazing. What they did was they paid on the uninsured deposits. And what they did was they had an extraordinary circumstance, and the FDIC used the systematic risk exemption to pay these people. Systematic risk exception. So these people, again, we're going to use the exception and let these people get their $10 million. There's people you see on TV, Bill Ackman, a lot of people out there that have a lot of money that are in banks like this. And these people got their money. Was that right? I don't think it is. I think it's terrible. So all of this talk right now, USA Today, different, business forums are talking about, is your money safe at these banks? Why is that? Now, what's going on right now? Protect yourself, guys. I think that credit unions are safer than banks. They all have problems right now. But if people started to take their money out, the rich people started to take their money out, when you've got, $7 trillion out there, oh my God, it's just such a huge amount of money. It would destroy everything right now. So you asked for it. What's the safest banks? There's sites that have put together a list of banks that are safe. Read the stories below. They're there. Now, are they safer than other banks? Some banks are in better financial shape than others. Will you see problems with places like Bank of America? Is Bank of America going to go down? Is it going to be one of the other big four banks? Who knows? But when you hear one thing, and that is talking to bankers that have told me that now they're starting to tell employees that they're stacking money for the bad credit card payments. You've got banks out there, like Citibank has the most, and I don't know what it is with Citibank, but they have over $30 billion socked away to make sure that when you don't pay your credit card bill, you're going to be safe. Isn't this beautiful? Sun coming up. Surfers swimming. Just stunning, guys. It's absolutely stunning. It's north side of the pier. You don't have they're all great surfers. You get better surfers in Huntington Beach just because of how big the waves are. The waves are much smaller here. Huntington Beach has got the surf competition right now, so there's a lot more activity there. I drove down there yesterday. It was just insane. Just couldn't even get out of the car. Couldn't find parking. It was like, let's go for a run. So, take a look at this, but extraordinary exception. You and I don't qualify for that, guys. Protect yourself. Do what you can do. Make sure you have cash on hand. Make sure that you have a way of paying your bills if something should happen. The CrowdStrike nonsense, the lie that was told to us about that, which I don't believe. I don't believe it was some accident. It was a software upgrade. Come on. Nefarious, horrible people that are doing things to us. You haven't seen anything yet, guys. Remember that. It's just the beginning. But you're going to wake up one day and you're going to have it to where you won't have access to your bank account. Have multiple banks. Have cash on hand. Make sure you have food in the house. Make sure that you are prepared to live for a while. And everybody I've told this to, every single person has thanked me and thought, you know what, you're right about this. What's the worst that's going to happen? We've got, water to live for a month. We've got food for a month. Do that. Take care of it because, man, I'm telling you, something's up. But now all of a sudden, they're going to say, hey, they float stuff out there. They float stuff out there that they know is going to happen. So all of a sudden, You're seeing a tremendous amount of this. And you're seeing a guy, my investor buddy who has nothing to worry about. He's got multiple properties, multiple, banks, different ways of, protecting himself and his family and his heirs. Here's something funny, and that is my investor buddy. I called him back after he sent me the story, and we were talking about things for a while. He said, yeah, I went and made some changes on my will yesterday. And I'm like, dang it, I blew it. Should have called you yesterday. Well, why is that? Because then it would have been top of mind. Maybe it would have been added to the will. So he thought that was funny. Needless to say, I'm not in his will. It's just sad, okay? But if you guys want to add me to your will, hey, listen, Dan at iAllegedly. I'll give you all the pertinent information you may need. So share your thoughts on that. Let's talk about our sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. With the instability of the stock market, you have to look at certain things that history has told us. And that is that, you see banks like Bank of America where clients have sold $7 billion worth of stock in the last year. You've got emergency rate cuts that happened in 2000 and 2007, and what happened? Gold went up in price. In 2007, gold went up 200%, silver went up 300%. You need to join this. You need to contact Patriot Gold today, because if you believe in these rate cuts that everybody thinks are going to happen, get yourself ready. Call them today, 888-330-1431. Get a free investor guide. It's absolutely no obligation. And find out what number one Patriot Gold can do for you in your retirement and in your future. Think about this. One thing that we have to look forward to is a very tumultuous end to 2024. You need to protect yourself. You need to look at history and what it's told us about rate cuts and election years and protect yourself. Call them today. 888-330-1431. One thing that you really can't ignore anymore is the massive layoffs that are happening. Just in the last week, Cisco, 4,000 people. Intel, 15,000 to 17,000 people. Dell Computer, 12,000. It's getting too much. Bayer, the pharmaceutical company, 700 employees. Oh, yeah, okay. Two of the largest employers in Oregon, laying people off. It's getting serious, guys. And the thing about this is that, should you be concerned about losing your job? I love articles like that. Yeah, you should. I don't care where you work right now, you should be concerned about that. The thing that floored me also is you're going to see major changes in things like manufacturing, okay? Harley Davidson shot itself in the foot. And two things I love. I love car guys, I love bikers, because real motorcycle people that take care of their bikes, these guys are salt of the earth. These guys know everything. Well, Harley Davidson decided to do a little woke festival, and the woke festival didn't work out so well for Harley Davidson. And, the value of motorcycles has dropped. A few great stories you've seen online where a guy had a motorcycle he paid 40 grand for and then unloaded it because of the value dropping to $4,000. Hello. Do the math on that. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I lost $36,000. Wisconsin. Menominee, Wisconsin. The workers there, they're concerned right now because Harley Davidson is shipping its manufacturing to Thailand. We should be concerned. Yeah, you're not moving to Thailand. Who's moving to Thailand? Okay? Come on. Okay? From Wisconsin. Hey, honey, it's time for a change. No, it's not. It's not like going to, hey, we're going to go to Denver. You know what I mean? Oh, wow, really? We're going to go from Wisconsin to Denver? No, we're going to go from Wisconsin to Thailand. It's insane, guys. But what you're seeing is people need to get themselves ready, because you cannot ignore this anymore. You cannot ignore that business is fine. Everybody's cutting back. A buddy of mine is in the manufacturing space, data cabling. And He's in management, and he just says it's awful to see these people lose their jobs. And he goes to the main plant, comes back, I'm safe. Imagine living like that, guys, because it's there. It's happening all the time right now. And if you think, famous last words that people sent me through the years is, yeah, my husband's too important at Microsoft. They're never going to get rid of him. He's been there 13 and a half years. And then she writes me 6 months later that he's out of a job. So I'm telling you guys, you're going to see different stuff right now that you never thought you'd see. Never, never, ever, ever, ever. You know, Burning Man, that festival last year, it had real problems with all the rain. Well, this year they can't sell tickets. You know, all the cool people wanted to go out there and hang out in the desert and see the hot chicks dancing and just live off the land. Well, no, wait a second. It rained out there. This isn't like going to the hotel. I don't care how hot the women are. I don't want to live like this. So guess what? They can't sell tickets this year. Oh, what are we going to do? They just released another block of 3,000 tickets and they're not moving right now. Now, is that because this could be real work? It shows you that Mother Nature's a bitch and that she will totally dump on you if she decides to. You know what I mean? I had a political science professor once say that, and that you can mess with politics, you can mess with business, you can't mess with Mother Nature. And he didn't like the fact that I said, yeah, that was from a butter commercial. That's where you came up with that. That pissed him off. But it's true. So all these really cool, rich people, everybody's comfortable until they're uncomfortable. And what I mean by that is you want to look good, you want to have the sun shining in your face, you want to be happy, you want your hair just right, and you want to go to the desert and have it be fun. But man, when it starts raining on these people, they just were miserable. So share your thoughts on that, because I got a kick out of that one. So a lot more to cover. I'm going to finish this video with these last few stories. And I'm on the Newport Beach Pier. It's a nice spot, guys. It's beautiful in the morning when the sun's coming up like this. People enjoying themselves. Look at the longboards out there, those really long surfboards. Anyways, Sam's Club is the discount warehouse chain that is owned by Walmart. And they have a new program, which is AI driven. They have over 140 locations that have AI to check your receipt when you leave. And people have sent me this. And what it does is it scans your cart, it scans your receipt to see if there's anything amiss. So, you know, robots are here, guys. Robots are here. James sent me a great story out of Canada, and that you're not allowed to drive certain cars for potential fire risk. The Chrysler Pacifica, 2017 to 2021, because of the fire risk, you're not allowed to drive those on the ferries in Canada anymore. Okay, you can't put it on a ferry. Is that safe in your house? Hello, does that make you go, oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't be using this car? Okay. What about the resale value of that? You think motorcycles dropped in value? How about the Pacifica? Probably get a cup of coffee and get a Pacifica. So there's that. But read the story below. The stuff I don't make up. And again, thank you, James, for sending me this, because it was really solid gold. Final story. I don't know why multiple people sent me this one, but there is a mobile home that's got an indoor swimming pool in West Virginia for sale. Read the ad. It'll be the bottom story. And I don't know why, but I just envisioned Bill Clinton doing hey, listen, you want to see bikinis year round? You want to swim, rain or shine? Come to my mobile home, hang out with me. You know what I mean? So, anyways, this looks exactly like you think it would. It's not nice, okay? It's a swimming pool with them inside of a mobile home. So they just stuck the mobile home on top of the swimming pool. We're gonna have ourselves a party 24/7, okay? Anyways, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And, Yeah, I went to a couple of, it was very easy. Get a saxophone, you know, when the hair was short, make it gray, and I would be Bill Clinton, and I would get a blonde, looked like my ex-wife, and have her go with me, and she'd be Jennifer Flowers. It was great for Halloween parties. That and Saturday nights, we just dress up like that. Anyways, hit the like. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. You want to email me, it's hello@iallegedly.com. Don't forget to join the email list because one goes out in the next day, okay? Onward and upward, guys. I'll see you soon.